Once upon a time, there was a river flowing between two mountains. On the north mountain, there was a temple with a monk, and on the south mountain, there was another temple with a monk. Every day, the two monks would go to the river to fetch water. Rain or shine, they never missed a day. They enjoyed each other's company and had long conversations while they filled their buckets. One day, the monk from the South Mountain Temple arrived at the river as usual, but he didn't see the monk from the North Mountain Temple. He waited for over an hour, but his friend never showed up. Feeling worried, the monk from the South Mountain Temple decided to return to his own temple. He waited a few more days, but his friend still did not show up at the river. As days turned into weeks, the monk from the South Mountain Temple grew increasingly anxious. He wondered if his friend had fallen ill or encountered some other kind of trouble. He finally decided to cross the river and make his way to the North Mountain Temple to check on his friend. When he arrived at the temple, he was surprised to find his friend calmly practicing Tai Chi in the courtyard. The monk from the South Mountain Temple was relieved to see that his friend was okay, but he couldn't help but ask, "Why haven't you been coming to the river to fetch water with me?" His friend smiled and led him to a spot where he had dug a well. "I've been digging this well," he explained. "I started digging a little bit every day," said the North monk. "At first it was just a shallow hole, but I kept going. And now, as you can see, it's a proper well. It took some time, but it was worth it. Now I don't have to spend time fetching water from the river. I can use that time to practice Tai Chi instead." You see, if you're not happy with where you are in life, then it's time to make a change. It's time to wake up and realize that you have more in you. If there's someone else achieved what you want to do, you can do it too. You don't have to be stuck in a job that you hate or a life that doesn't fulfill you. The first step is to have a clear vision and know exactly what goal you want to achieve. Whether it's learning a new skill, starting a side business, or taking on a new project. Then, every day, instill belief and confidence that you can and will achieve your goal. Or better yet, imagine you have achieved the goal vividly in your mind. The second step is to take action. Small, consistent action every single day, even if it's just small steps at first. Do something that moves you closer to your goals and your vision of a better life. Stay disciplined and be consistent. They will lead you to your goal. The third key, after you've started taking your first few steps, is to keep the most important thing the most important thing. Always ask yourself, will the action I'm going to take now make the most impact on achieving my goal? 20% of your activities will account for 80% of your results. Focus on the 20% of the activities every single day. The fourth key is to focus on your goal and not detour away from it. Many people give up when things get difficult or get distracted by other shiny objects, only to waste years of their life and then regretting if they had stuck to the original path at the first place. The fifth key is to submit to time. Have a long-term perspective on your goal. Be committed to spend more than you think you need to achieve your goal, and don't get discouraged if you don't see result in a short period of time. Remember the saying, most people overestimate what they can do in 1 year and underestimate what they can do in 10 years. So there you have it. Vision, action, focus, commitment, and time. The secret shortcut to escape the rat race or achieve any goal your mind can conceive and believe. Don't wait for someone else to give you permission or to tell you what to do. Take charge of your life and make it what you want it to be. You have the potential to do great things, but it starts with taking action and never giving up. So, are you ready to dig your own well?